about building web pages is that everyone's doing it, and everyone's doing it in a different way. Let's say that we have our web space, we have our ideas, but we don't have an application for making web pages. Guess what? That's totally not true. If we have any of the Microsoft Office applications on our computer, including Microsoft Word and Microsoft PowerPoint, then we have the capability to easily make a website without having to write HTML by hand. How do we get it started? If you're using Microsoft Word 2004, you can use the Project Gallery's collection of templates to create a new web page. But this isn't standard across all versions. So, for our example, we'll just make our site template from scratch, which is not nearly as hard as it sounds. First, open a new document. Now, go to Table and select Insert Table. This is what we'll use to set up the layout of our site template. In the dialog window that pops up, we'll be asked to define our table settings. First, we'll be asked to set up the dimensions of our table. Select 2 columns and 3 rows. Next, we need to select the size of the table we'll be creating. Choose Auto Fit to Window to make sure that the window is as large as possible. The next option asks us about table format, but we're going to take care of all the formatting ourselves, so don't select Auto Format. Now hit OK and our table has been created. Once we've created our table, it's time to start transforming it into our site template. First, let's take care of the header by inputting the header image and other text. Click inside the top left cell where we want the image to go. Then go to the Insert menu and scroll down to the picture. Here we can select the source of the image we want to include. Since our header image already exists, select from File. In the Finder window, locate our header image on the computer and select it. Right-click on the image and select Format Image. Here we can make the image left justified by going to the Layout tab and selecting Square Wrap and Left Justification. Now, click into the top right-hand cell and insert our headline and subheadline. Use the text formatting toolbar to make this text left justified so that it lines up with the header. Once we're done with that, let's make our navigation sidebar. Start a bulleted list with the bullets option in the text toolbar. Then go to the Insert menu to select Hyperlink. In the Insert Hyperlink window, type index.html into the Link To field. Hit OK, and there we go, our first link. Repeat that process with the other links in our site: movies, photos, resume, and our email address, like this. When we start typing in our email address, we'll discover that Word will automatically input the Mail To hyperlink prefix. Pretty clever. The last part of the template we need to include is our page footer. To create this, first we need to merge the 2 cells of the bottom row so that the footer will be centered. To do this, click and drag our mouse over the bottom 2 cells. This will select them. Now, go to the Table menu and select Merge Cells. The cells will be joined. Now, input our footer information, the copyright notice, and email address. We've now finished laying out our template. All we have to do now is make it look pretty by changing the background of the page and the table cells. To modify the color of the page background, go to the Format menu and select Background. A palette will appear. Click on the shade of our choice and Word will automatically change the page color. For our example, we'll use a light gray for the page background. To modify the background color of the table cells, first click inside the cell we wish to shade in. Then, go to the Format menu and select Borders and Shading. Click on the Shading tag. Here, we'll select a color from the color palette. Use the pull-down menu in the bottom right-hand corner to select where we want to apply this color. In our example, we want the color to appear only in this cell. so we'll use the pull-down menu to select Cell. Then hit OK to see the color appear. For our example, let's make the header cells a light teal. We'll make the navigation bar cell a dark gray. We'll make the footer a dark teal. And last, we'll make the cell for the page content white. Just make sure that there's strong contrast between the text and background colors you choose. Once we've done that, the site template is complete. Let's quickly drop in the content from our home page using the Word tools to format it, like this. Now we're ready to make this Word document into an actual HTML document. And it's pretty easy to do. Just go to the File menu and select Save As Web Page. Then name our page index.html. Under Saving Options, we should select Save Display Information Only, since we just want to save the formatting of the page we've created, not any of Word's more advanced document options, such as hidden macros. Hit OK, and Word will create our HTML page, along with a folder including all of the images we've inserted. Then we can use an FTP client to upload these to the web, then check it out at our web space. It should look pretty good, although once we see it on the web, we might notice some things we want to change. We can do that easily enough though. See, Word will open HTML documents and allow you to edit them. So we simply reopen the file and make our changes. Then we save the file and re-upload it to the web. It's all good. If the goal is to make a decent website in a program you're familiar with, then Microsoft Word is a very workable solution. You will find that with programs designed specifically for web page authoring, such as Dreamweaver or InView, you'll be able to make more advanced web pages, though it will take a little more time and experience. But hey, you've got a website now. And that's the most important thing.